Good day, Pinoy Clicksters and Mixers. Welcome back to the channel. And we have here the second, hopefully in a long line of D&D Iconix. Let's go! Okay, so we have here the Heroclix Iconix Dungeons and Dragons 10 of the Displacer Beast. And as I said, this is the second in the line of Dungeons and Dragons Heroclix, the first being the Beholder figure that we also have in our collection. So we need to have the second and probably all the D&D releases. Okay, so by the way, before we look at the product, I'd like to thank our good friends from WizKids for sending us this box to look at. So thank you very much. Maraming salamat. At, and on the side, we see here the image of the Displacer Beast itself. Okay. And on the other side, the same illustration. Okay. So at the back, you see a brief description of the Iconix. Specifically made for you, the collector Iconix captures the characters and moments that you love and brings them to your game shelf, play table, or Heroclix collection. And we see a couple of items, an equipment, longsword, and the mimic character. Okay, so you learn more about what's coming up in terms of Iconix using this QR code or going to heroclix.com/Iconix. Okay, and Iconix, especially D&D, is really a great way to get more people into Heroclix. I have a good friend, Lyndon. Okay, he was a former Heroclix player, but I am slowly trying to lure him back to Heroclix, and he has the Beholder, and he also got a Displacer Beast. Okay, so slowly but surely, this is getting traction, and again, a lot of people are familiar with D&D. Okay, I've watched the film and I was happy with the film overall. Okay, so it is a great entry to have to see them in Heroclix form. Okay, and not to mention, you get a great box out of Iconic sets, so it's easy to store and display. This product, by the way, is released 2024. Okay, so what we're unboxing it 2025, which is totally fine as long as we have the figure. Okay, so let's take a look at what's inside. Oh, by the way, before that, I get too excited. Okay, before that, let's open up this Iconics. Okay, so oops. Okay, let me just put some things back. Apologies for doing raw unboxing. So things like this happen. Unedited raw unboxing. Okay, so just pretend that it did not happen. That we did not just pull out the equipment and the D20 die. Okay, probably we can just keep it open like this. Okay, so but what I wanted to say was that the D&D and most of the iconic set has a window view. Okay, so the window view would allow you to see what's inside. So it's a what you see, what you get product. Okay, by the way, that's me. Hi. Okay, I do not translate well on a plastic reflection. And on the left side, we can see here a brief description of the Displacer Beast. Displacer Beast, large monstrosity, lawful evil. I like that, lawful evil. This monstrous predator takes its name from its ability to displace light so that it appears to be several feet away from its location. A displacer beast's eyes glow with an awful malevolence that persists even in death. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so it lets you think that it is far away, whereas or in reality he might just be lurking behind you. And Dungeons and Dragons Heroclix Iconics Den of the Displacer Beast brings the otherworldly mysticism and malevolent intelligence of these creatures directly to your Heroclix collection for the very first time. Okay, so again, let's see what we have. We have the Displacer Beast figure. We have the Mimic, D20 die, a standard, and longsword. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at all the items and goodies in the box. Okay, okay, in this order, I guess. So the text is a bit small. Okay, so but it's okay. Text full text cards are a great thing as well. So we have here the Displacer Beast. Okay, so it's like a panther with four arms, six legs and three tails. Okay, so or tentacles at that. Okay, so I'm not so familiar with the lore. Maybe you can share your thoughts in the comments. Okay, about this Displacer Beast. Okay, so let's take a look at the scope. See, 360 view. Okay, slender panther. He's jumping right behind, I guess, the target. Okay, fooling him with his what you call this, play of light. Okay, Displacer Beast. Displacer Beast is D&D X-002. Animal, monster, mystical keywords. Those are great keywords. A trait, displacement, shape change. Okay. When Displacer Beast uses it, roll a d20 instead. If the result is higher than the attacker's attack value, it succeeds and you may place Displacer Beast up to 2 squares away from its current square protected outwit. Okay. So typically attacks are right now 11 and 12 without perplex. So meaning you succeed on a 13 to 20. Okay. I think 13 to 20 is a little better than the shape change, which is usually 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 is around 33%. 13 to 20 might be a little higher than that. Maybe 35, 30, slightly higher. 35 to 40% perhaps. Okay. And if you find a way to perplex down the attack of your what you call this enemies, then just gets higher and higher. So let's try to see, assuming our attacker has an 11 attack, so we need to roll higher than 11. 19, so we succeed on our shape change. One more, 2, so we failed. So that's the beauty of the dice. Okay, so another trait, love of the kill. Giant reach 2 and modify Displacer Beast attack +1 for each opposing characters within 4 squares that is not on its starting click. So wounded characters around him makes him makes his attack higher. Okay, because he's trying to go for the kill, I guess, uh, against those wounded characters. Okay, so you can see he has 2 targets, so you can do giant reach 2 targets. He has 125 or 50 point lines. Okay, and he should have a special movement, which is ambush, sidestep, stealth. Okay, if Displacer Beast was placed since your last turn, he gains charge and exploit weakness. Okay, so real name Varius. So I guess there are various Displacer Beasts. So there can be multiple Displacer Beasts ambushing you. Okay, so he is not unique. So you can use multiples of this guy as well. Okay, so seems like 50 point is the way to go with that special movement, starting off with perplex as well. Okay, and shape change from the trait. So that is the Displacer Beast. Significant appearance. Monster Manual 2014 of, I guess that's the D&D manual. Okay, let's look at the other items. Pop them up out of the plastic. Okay. We have here Mimic next. Okay, and Mimic, as you can see, is a booby trapped booby trapped treasure chest, and he is unique as indicated by the silver ring. Okay, a monster chest. D&D 003, monstrosity. I think that's the first time monstrosity keyword has been used. I might be wrong, but you can check. Monstrosity neutral. So neutral also seems to be first time. And monster. Okay, but monster is good because that makes him suitable for a lot of teams. So he has a trait, false appearance, which is a sideline active trait. If Mimic is on your sideline when an opposing character would pick up a terrain marker or equip an equipment it's holding or in the square of, you may roll a d20. On 1, critical fail, remove Mimic from the game without scoring it. 10 plus shape changer instead of doing that picking up terrain or again equipping. Immediately end that character's action without any effect, then remove that terrain marker from the game and generate Mimic from your sideline adjacent to that character. So it's like the character opened up a treasure chest containing Mimic, so it was booby trapped. If the D20 result was 20, Mimic has immune until your next turn. Okay, so 2 to 9 does nothing. Okay, so 10 and up, that's 50% or a little bit more than that, generates Mimic. Okay, and he himself has a special attack, a special movement power, which is plasticity and probability control, but only for breakaway rolls and only to target itself or adjacent opposing characters. So he's a harasser at 15 points, 3 clicks with toughness. And he also has a special attack power, which is bite, blades, claw, fangs, and poison. Okay, so you can have multiple, meaning it's various names. So I guess in the lore there are multiple mimics. Dungeons will tend to have multiple booby trap chest. Okay, so but it starts off with that um, special movement and attack powers. Okay, so definitely a meta piece for sideline active. If you're looking up to fill up your sideline, Mimic is an option. Okay, I would even say you can probably still use him at 15%, at 15 points for main force, because of that shape change, and then Blades Claws Fang. So they would need to take care of Mimic because he's gonna be an annoyance in terms of probability control for breakaway rolls and as such. Okay, and again, this trait, okay, so this silent active only works if Mimic is on the sideline, so not on the when he is main force. So yeah, definitely a sideline piece, okay, but for consideration in the main team. Okay, and finally, the last item is the long sword. Okay, I was surprised that I thought there was a stain on the card, but this is the aesthetic of the card. Okay, so oh, not just long sword, it's +1 long sword. Okay, so there might be some +2, +3 long sword in the future for us. So D&D XS003, equipment, sword, indestructible. Qualifying keywords are brute, warrior. Okay, and then effect is close combat expert and grants blade claws fangs. When this character uses it, increase damage dealt by +1 for 10 points. Okay, and that makes it very meta. You can put this on Brute Warrior for free. I would personally put this on the Reverse Flash Prime to give him much more damage potential. Okay, and then he has unequip drop. When unequipped, the place this object in the previously equipped character square. So it does not destroy but drops when the character equipped or holding it is KO'd. Okay, I just like to confirm whether the Displacer Beast has the Brute. Okay, no Brute, so only no Warrior as well. Okay, because remember, the Displacer Beast is standard character, so you can equip him with something else. Okay, but probably not this long sword. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's the second D&D Iconix set for Heroclix, Displacer Beast. What do you guys think? Share your thoughts in the comments. And 10 on more. 16. Bye bye.